Hi everyone, this is Milan from WBGO with the Summer Youth Program, and today I'm going to be interviewing Leslie Harrison. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Milan.
Nice to meet you too. So I have a couple of questions.
Okay, I have some answers for you.
So my first question is, what made you get into singing?
Well, I always loved to sing. I had experiences in my grandfather's church in North Carolina in the choir. And it was something that I liked to do. I didn't know that I would end up being a professional singer because that wasn't the track that I was on. But as I was saying to you earlier, I started out, wanting to be an actress. And I did I'm an actress. I am a professionally trained actress. But I didn't like musicals.
Yeah.
I don't particularly care for musicals, but I like theater and I like music in theater. But I wasn't trying to be in a musical. So singing came about because I had to work, and acting. Though I got cast in a lot of roles, a lot of the rehearsals took place during the day, and that's when I needed to work. So I decided to get a temp job, and then I started working on my singing skills because I knew I had them. I thought I could sing, but I hired a coach, and the rest is history.
That's a beautiful story.
Yeah, thank you.
I understand why you don't like musicals. Like I myself don't like musicals.
It's not for everyone. I mean, I like words, and I like I love music, but I just don't like musicals.
I feel like when you think of a musical, you're thinking of like so much like dancing, a lot of like kiddish stuff. Like not kiddish, but like just very dramatic.
Yeah, I mean there's some dramatic musicals. There's comedy. I've been in productions where I had to sing, but they weren't necessarily musicals. I might have been cast as a blues singer or something, and sang a song. But it's not every other minute it's a song.
Yeah. All right, but my next question is, who is your favorite artist?
Oh my goodness, Milan. My favorite artist.
All right,
okay.
Maybe top three.
Okay, my top three on this day. I'm talking to you at this moment. I will say Abby Lincoln. She was a wonderful vocalist, activist, and a great storyteller. Excuse me. I'll say trumpeter Roy Hargrove. He's a wonderful trumpeter and band leader, and he was a dear friend. And uno más, one more is my favorite, Sarah Vaughan from the great city of Newark, New Jersey. She's a great vocalist.
Yeah, I believe I heard her.
I'm sure you have heard her. And if you've been in this station all week long, I'm sure you've heard her also.
All right, so my second question for you is, do you like what you do?
I do not like what I do. I love what I do. Yeah, I do. I love what I do. And I guess there is a part of me that likes it. No, I love it because I work with people. I love people. I love entertainment. I love being on stage. I love being behind the microphone. And, your voice is also, as a radio announcer, most people don't see me. You never get to see me. They hear me. So your voice is also entertaining someone else and bringing joy and or calm or something to someone else. And your physical presence brings something if you bring that to someone. So I love people. I love being part of joyous connections and making the most out of what I do when I'm in front of people. That is a major responsibility, to be in front of someone and say, hey, I'm here to entertain you. So it's something you have to really love to do, and I really, really love it. I mean, I'm not I'm not famous, but I'm happy.
And that's all that matters. Do you feel like you put on a character to do radio announcements, or do you feel like that's just you? Because I've talked to people that feel like they're putting on a character, or that's not really them, and they have two different personas,
Not for me. I mean, I think my voice may change because when I'm having a conversation with you, I feel like when I'm on the air and when I'm behind the microphone, I'm speaking to you. I might not see you, but I feel like I'm speaking to one person, and that is a very intimate situation. I don't see myself speaking to a whole thousands and thousands of people. And so it's me. It's just the me that's, that's sitting behind the mic, knowledgeable about the music and the musicians and in the pleasure in presenting that. So no, I don't think. I know some people are like real wild characters, and that works for them. I know on like a lot of commercial radio, you hear, Wolfman Jack. But back in my day, there was Wolfman Jack. They were characters, and it worked for them. But for me, my character is pretty much who I am.
Yeah. I feel like I could see that. I don't feel like you're putting on an act right now. I feel like this is just you.
This is me.
Yeah, this is you.
This is me calm. This is me not no, I'm not wild or anything, but this is me. And this is who I am on the air. I don't know if you've heard me on the radio.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. I would do a show with Janice Siegel. We banter just like you and I are talking, but we talk about singers. And yeah, I mean, there's a serious side to it also. This is jazz radio. And, people want to know about the song. They want to know about where it was recorded. And, and maybe a little bit more about yourself too. But it's about the music.
Yeah, it's about the music. It's always about the music. All right, but my next question is, if you could choose any artist that passed away to collaborate with, who would it be and why?
That passed away. Oh, I think it would be Abby Lincoln. If I could collaborate with her, one, I think I would learn a lot. I know I would learn a lot. I would learn the art of maybe putting a song or a story down on paper and telling a story. And I think she would teach me a little bit more about freedom through words. And I think my own words, I'm having a hard time, putting words on paper that I write, that I create, and putting it to music because it seems so personal. And someone like Abby Lincoln told her story so beautifully and boldly. I would like to learn that from her. Not so much singing. She was a great singer, but I think she could teach me about the meat of a song and the soul and spirit of a song and how to write that and convey that.
So what was music your first passion? And I know you already answered this, but so I'll rephrase it. But how, before acting, was acting your first passion? Because you did say that you liked music, so you never thought of being a musician before acting?
No, but I grew up with music. My mother was a musician. My uncle was a musician. My mother played piano, and both my mother and uncle played piano and organ, pipe organ. They were both preachers' children, so they played in the church. So I was around music, but I had no desire to be in music at all. My first passion when I was in high school, before I even got into the acting class or acting course that I took, I wanted to be in fashion. I wanted to be a model, and then I wanted to be a fashion merchandiser. That was really my track. But by the time I finished high school, I knew that theater was that's what I wanted to do.
Your passion.
And so that when I got to college, that was my major. But then I found myself at the radio station through some friends, and then communications became my major. Then I didn't end up graduating at all. I came right and started working here after, 3 years of college.
So what do you feel like is different from WBGO from every other jazz radio station? What does this station give that the other stations don't give to jazz?
Well, there are not a lot of them, radio stations. I've been a part of the WBGO family since I was in my early 20s. I was right out of college. And so I feel like this one is family to me. There is no other like your own family. But I think what WBGO is not just providing music to the community. It is involved in the community and providing opportunities for people to hear music, to come to the radio station and be a part of it happening. But also, to me, WBGO is family. And so I take care of it like my family. And I think it takes care of the music community, the local community, in terms of resources that are not just music, but resources for the community, like coat drives, and we've had game nights here for some of our members. We're also global. I mean, I travel the world, and you can hear WBGO anywhere in the world that has, anyone who has internet, satellite, you can hear WBGO. I have not heard any other station like that. I listen to some other things when I'm out and about, and I've worked for another station, though I didn't work for them on the jazz department. WBGO has just been around. It's a viable resource for the community, for those who love the music, not just jazz. We service those who love blues and gospel, and of course everybody loves Felix Hernandez and the Rhythm Review. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that answers your question.
Yeah, I liked your response.
Thank you.
But so you always knew that it was WBGO, right? There was no other radio station that you felt like
I wanted to go to?
Yeah.
No, because I work in jazz radio. It's very specific. There's
Mm-hmm.
There's a way you deal with your audience. We're not selling anything. We don't have to hurry up and rush and get to the commercial. And it's very it's me. I'm here with my audience. And when I sit behind the microphone, I feel like I'm at your house.
Yeah.
You've invited me to your home. I'm in your home. We're talking about music. I just happen to bring the music. So I haven't wanted to work anywhere else. Yeah, of course I thought I could maybe make a shift into commercial radio, but it is so different. And this is what I know. I know music. I know this music. I know the people who play it and produce it and present it. Though I love all kinds of music, this is my home for jazz. And if there was another radio station that that was better, I haven't found it.
Yeah.
But I'm happy at my home here.
This definitely seems like a very family-oriented station. Like you guys are very close together and very family-oriented.
Yeah, no, we sometimes the family is big, sometimes it's small. We get together when we can, and when we have to. But we all accomplish the mission, and that is the mission of taking care of this music
Mm-hmm.
and presenting this music and nurturing the next generation of the Leslie Harrisons and the Felix Hernandez and the Bill Daughtry's and the Stephen A. Williamses and the Michelles, the people who want to take care of this music and its institutions.
Mm-hmm. So my next question is, what did it take to get to your level of success?
Hard work. What did it take? It took passion. It wasn't a lot of work, but it just took. You mean for my radio work or just my work in general?
Just your work in general.
Oh, it just took a love of what I do. I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked in an office. I've worked in, I worked in a bank. I've done that, and my passion wasn't there. I showed up and I did the work. But I love what I do because it brings people together around music and theater. And I love the arts because, being an actress, I love what I do. I get to be in front of people, be around people who love this music, who talk about the music, who protect this music. And I am jazz. I am music.
Yes, you are.
I am music. I love it. I really love it. And I love, most of my friends are part of this community. And we fight hard to take care of this art form, this America's gift to the world. And this is really important. And Newark is the home of this public radio station that does that. And I'm very proud of that. Though I don't live in Newark.
But this is definitely a big conversation in my generation that they rather prefer like fast money and like not be happy with their job than the slow money and you're actually happy with your job. For me, like I said before, I prefer the slow money. Like, I would not take a job that, okay, I get the fast money, but I'm miserable in this job.
Right. Well, you'll learn, every step of the way you hope to learn something. And sometimes that comes with a lot of money. And sometimes it comes with a little bit of money. And sometimes it comes with no money. Everything isn't always about the money, though we need money to eat and survive. And I know your generation, you want it all because you have much more in your face all the time, like the flash, the glitz, the glamour, the cars, all of that. Yeah, you got to work to get that, though, unless you're taking it from somebody. You got to work to get it. And hopefully when you're working to get it, you're working in something that you like to do. I used to work in like I said, I worked in a bank, all these professions that I did not particularly care about. But it was a job, and I, do a job. But then slowly I started to know that I wanted to work with certain people. So I took a job and I worked in fashion. I started out as the receptionist, and then I became, someone else hired me from that fashion job. I went to work I was recommended to work in a production company. The best thing, she did all these beautiful events around the city, around the country, in fact, really high-end events. So now I become her executive assistant. I'm working in a field that I love, theater and performance and singing and art and travel. So once again, I went from there and I went to something else, and that gave me the freedom and the wherewithal to know this is the world I want to live in. I used to just joked with this about this the other day with someone. There was a job that could come in at 10 o'clock in the morning, which was late, for me. I used to be at work at 8 or 9. I could be at 10 o'clock. I work until 6, and we did all kinds of fun events, around the country, and really, that was my thing. From there, I was still working there, but I got another job in radio for Sirius. And I was like, okay, so I made a little more money. Then I started touring as a singer. So that opened up, and then I didn't want to do Sirius anymore. I wanted to tour the world and sing. So I did that. So, I was in the world that I wanted to be in, and singing, in acting and theater, because I just took my time. Because in order to do the things you want to do, you got to do sometimes the things that you don't necessarily like to do in order to get to the next level. We all have to take care of ourselves and be on point. But in order to get to your dream, don't ever leave the dream alone. Get there, but get there. Along the way, you got to do other things.
My next question for you is, what song motivates you? Like, what song, like, when you think of motivation, what is the song that motivates you?
Well, I don't know. Abby must be in my spirit today, and so I'm going to address that. There's a song that a lot of us singers have re-recorded that she wrote called Throw It Away. And there's a line in there that says, you can never lose a thing if it belongs to you. So the point of the song is to throw it away. If it has no meaning, if it has no, if it's not bringing you joy, if it's not bringing you happiness, or just throw it away.
Do you mind singing it?
Uh-oh. I think about the life I've lived, a figure made of clay. I think about the things I've lost, the things I gave away. And when I'm in a certain mood, I search the hall and look. One night I found these magic words in a magic book. Throw it away, throw it away. Give it love, live your life each and every day. Keep your hand wide open, let the sun shine through, 'cause you can never lose a thing if it belongs to you.
Wow.
You all got me singing here, no warm up or anything, but there you go.
That was beautiful. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you very much, Milan.
How do you connect gospel music to the music you make?
Well, I started out singing in a gospel church. That was my first stint with singing in front of people was in a gospel choir. Though I listened to R&B and soul and all that, I've always loved gospel music because my grandfather was a Methodist minister in North Carolina. And so, like, there was always that music on the radio, Mahalia Jackson in the stereo. And the choirs were a big thing when I was in North Carolina. You'd go to see different choirs, and there were battles, and we'd all run to see that choir. At the heart of a choir is blues, spirituals, blues, and jazz. It's all this. The source of it is all right there. So for me, it's part of my my legacy, my history, my ancestors. Gospel music. Is in my DNA, and so I love jazz, and I don't know if I'm making a good explanation here because it's kind of a big question. How do I what was the question?
How do you connect your music?
Oh, how do I connect my music? Oh, I'm a soul singer that likes to sing jazz. I'm a gospel singer that likes to sing blues and jazz. I'm a jazz singer that likes to sing gospel.
That's how you connect.
I connect it all, yeah. I like that. I hope y'all are good at editing.
Well, thank you for watching this segment. This was Milan from WBGO interviewing Leslie Harrison. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Milan. Thank you all.